What up, peeps? Welcome to today's vlog. We are back at the game store again. Of course, it is Saturday. It's our busiest day of the week, and we are doing our buy two get one sale in store only. But we've been extremely busy today. It's already 3:15, and this is one of the first chances I've had to film. I filmed a couple of clips to finish up yesterday's vlog that I didn't get to show yesterday, one trade-in. But we have some cool trade-ins today so far to show, and I have a really awesome package to open as well. So let's get to it. So each little stack here is a trade from today so far. We have 6 trade-ins. So we're just gonna start at the end here. We have Marvel Ultimate Alliance for PSP, Spider-Man Web of Shadows for Wii, Luigi's Mansion for the GameCube, and this last one I am keeping. It is for the collection. This is Mega Bomberman for the Genesis. I've been waiting for this game to come in because I'm not a huge Genesis collector, but I do collect for it. I just don't really go out of my way to find games, and this is one that I was wanting because it's Bomberman. Why not? So glad that one finally came in. Then we have Double Dragon 3 for Game Boy, Pokemon Trading Card Game, and Extra Bases. We have a red VMU, Caesar's World of Boxing for the Philips CDI, and then a complete in box copy of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the NES. This one's kind of rough, but you know, it's Turtles, so that's not too bad. Then we have Mario Kart 7, Golden Sun Dark Dawn, Fate Extra for PSP, and Tales of the World Radiant Mythology. We already got one of these traded in pretty recently. I just put it out in the glass case today, so it's a second copy. Then we have Super Mario Advance, Yoshi, Pokemon Gold, and Doom 64. Needs to be cleaned up, but the last Doom 64 we had in, we sold for 20, and that was about what it was worth. I think the last 5 or 6 of them we sold for that, but I looked it up on price charts today to make the guy the offer, and it's going for 27 now, so price is going up. Then we have Giant Citizen Kabuto, Tenchu Z, and Killer is Dead. These ones already have price tags because we already put them in the system, along with these 3. We have Breath of the Wild, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, and Let's Go Pikachu. Here's another trade-in, guys. We have 2 PlayStation 2s. This is the second model of the Slim, and we have a Fat, both tested and working. We also have a bunch of controllers and cables. All the cables for both of those are here. There's only one controller though, but tested that, of course, it works as well. We have a PS1 Model 2 power cable. We have the adapter for a wireless Logitech original Xbox controller, which I think we have plenty of those. We just need some battery covers. We have 2 Les Paul Guitar Hero dongles for PS3. These are kind of expensive. A couple SP chargers, a couple 3DS chargers, a Tony Hawk Ride dongle, a Game Boy Advance link cable. Then we have Happy Cooking, which we know someone who's been looking for that. Little Connect 4 Battleship board game compilation. Lego Harry Potter, Paws and Claws Pet Vet, Nicktoons Attack of the Toy Bots, Mario vs. Donkey Kong 2, and Pokemon Pinball. Then we have a disc-only Rayman for PS1, a factory-sealed NFL Game Day 2004. I'll probably hold on to that one for the collection. Soul Calibur 2, Ratchet and Clank Going Commando, Enter the Matrix for GameCube, Madden for GameCube, Champions of Norath, Zone of the Enders, Kingdom Hearts 2, Ratchet Deadlocked, and Simpsons Hit and Run. So some of this stuff typically we would pass on, but the guy was he wanted store credit, and he ended up just picking up a bunch of random stuff, some strategy guides and everything. So it's much easier for us to pay out store credit than cash most of the time. So certain things that we might pass on if the customer wants cash, we will take if they are interested in doing store credit. So yeah, some pretty cool stuff in here. I wish we had more PS2 controllers though. Alright guys, we got an awesome package here to open up. This is something that I bought from a guy off of a Facebook group, and this is a collection item. I don't think that Abby even saw photos or anything.
No. I just saw the PayPal transaction.
And she was very happy.
I wasn't upset. I was just like, what is this?
So he packed it really, really well. So much bubble wrap in there.
Oh, poop nuggets.
Oh, what is this? So, I didn't know this was in there. We have a little Game Boy camera, little like pamphlet thing.
Very cool.
Kind of cool. It kind of goes with it. Not really, but it does. Man, he packed this thing really well. He said, remove this piece last. It holds down the cords.
That was nice that he put that in there.
Pretty small, but we have a Game Boy Advance e-reader kiosk. This is a little countertop kiosk, and let me open this and then show you guys. So, he has the power cable bundled up there. So, it would sit, according to him, there's some Velcro on the bottom, so it would sit on a counter like this, be plugged in obviously, and then you have a little metal tether with these 3 e-reader cards, and there's a Game & Watch one and 2 Pokemon ones, and they're all like laminated, so it's not just like a standard card, you know what I mean? It's not just gonna rip out, but it's got a little Game Boy Advance logo up here. He said it used to have the e-reader logo there, but whoever owned it before him like ripped it off. So I thought maybe at some point I will print a replacement just to put on there, because this is not for sale, this is for the collection, so it'd be cool to have it nice and fixed up. Cable has a couple little rips in it, but it's he said it's still fully working and everything. But yeah, this thing's really cool. I've wanted to get like a Game Boy Advance countertop kiosk, because I used to have one. If you guys have been watching my channel since I lived in Florida, I had one down there, and it was an SP kiosk. And that thing was really, really cool, but they've gotten very expensive. So I had to settle for this version, which is cheaper. But yeah, I do think this thing's really cool. It's got this here, so that you could like chain it up if you know, if it's just Velcroed, obviously someone could just pick it up and walk out, so you could attach it there to make it more secure. But this thing's super cool. I bought this from someone, I think it was in the Kiosk collecting group on Facebook. It wasn't super cheap, but it wasn't as expensive as like the other ones have been going for, so I'm very happy with it. That's an awesome piece to add to the collection. Alright guys, so it's the end of the day now, 9:15, we just closed, and we made a ton of sales today. So I figured I'd go through a little bit of what we sold. I know you guys enjoy it when we do this. We're doing our buy 2 get 1 free sale for anything $10 or less, so we have a lot of items being sold. We sold 182 items today. So I'm gonna go through some of them here. I'm not gonna go through everything, of course. I'm only gonna focus on, you know, certain things. So we have a little bit of candy, a couple HDMI converters, PS2 memory card. We sold Animal Crossing City Folk, Animal Crossing Wild World. What else? A couple manuals. Def Jam Fight for New York for PS2. Devil May Cry 1, 2, and 3. Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3 for PS2, and also Budokai Tenkaichi for PS2. Diddy Kong Racing for 64. Donkey Kong Land for Game Boy. El Shaddai for PS3. F-Zero X for N64. Final Fantasy X. Forza 7 for Xbox One. Gauntlet Legends for 64. And I'm skipping like the majority of stuff here. Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, Mario Kart 64, Mario Kart Super Circuit, Mario Kart Wii, Mario Super Sluggers, Mario Superstar Baseball, Mega Man 4 for NES, Metroid Zero Mission for Game Boy Advance. We sold a bunch of Xbox 360 controllers because that's one of the items we have on sale. Normally they're $19.99, but we're doing them for $14.99 this weekend. Monster Hunter World. The Musashi Samurai Legend, which I put on the shelf and it sold in like an hour or two. Wii Remote Nunchuck. We finally sold the Pokemon blanket. It was like a 1998 like really scratchy Pokemon blanket that we had forever. Pokemon Crystal version manual. Sold a bunch of manuals today, like I said. We sold a bunch of strategy guides too, which is good because we're doing half off on all the strategy guides. And we have so many at home still that we need to clear some room. Resident Evil 3, there's a typo in that one. It says Nemesis instead of Nemesis. Let's keep going here. We finally sold the last book from Pat the NES Punk, the Ultimate Nintendo Guide. At PRGE, he was running like a wholesale thing for stores or vendors, and so we ended up buying a box from him. It had 4 books in it. He signed all 4 of them, which is cool, and we finally sold the last one today. We had to sell it at half off, but that's fine. Couple copies of Yoshi's Island for the DS, Wild Arms 3, bunch of Super Nintendo and NES cartridges, just cheaper stuff. We sold a white Nintendo Wii today, GoldenEye for the N64, Adventure Island, Great Greed for Game Boy, that was a good one. Wind Waker, that's got to be a strategy guide, because it was only $15, but then it was half off of that, so it was $7.50.
Did you see the candy machines that Chris posted?
Yeah, I saw them.
They're so cool.
Beyond Good and Evil, Golden Sun Map, Eco Shadow of the Colossus Collection, Mortal Kombat XL, Silent Scope 1, 2, and 3, Street Fighter vs. Tekken, sold a Rock Band microphone, and then a bunch of Hyperkin N64 controllers and an AV cable. So, lots of stuff. Very good sales today, very happy. And we didn't take too much in, which sucks for you guys, because that's typically what these videos are, showing you guys all the awesome trade-ins we get. And we did get a few, of course, but since we've been being a little bit more picky, we haven't been taking in as much stuff. We're still taking in all the good stuff that comes in, so you're not really missing out on seeing much. It's just you're missing out on the quantity, or I guess the length of the videos, but everything's going great. I'm very happy. So we are going to head home. Alright guys, no packages tonight, unfortunately, but I brought all the Nintendo Powers home, went through them. I was able to check off, I think, like 7 or 8 from the list of what I still needed, and I was able to upgrade the condition of my first one. They were actually in really, really similar condition. The only thing was my original one didn't have the poster, so now it does. So all the rest are going to be going back to the store tomorrow, so if any of you guys locally were interested in those, you can come in tomorrow and go through that stuff. I also went through my collection of Nintendo Power magazines and made a list of the ones that I'm missing, so it'll be a lot easier for me to go through instead of physically having to bring an entire stack home and looking at the spines and reading them off and then going through mine and trying to see which ones I'm missing. So I made a list, which I have on my phone. It's mainly the later issues that I'm missing. Under 100, I only need 2 of them. It's 60 and 68. Other than that, I've got them all, and, you know, some of them might not have the posters or whatever, but I'm not super concerned about that. Once I get the full set, then, you know, maybe I'll go through and try to get them all with the posters and everything, but I'm really not too worried about it. It's not like I'm going to take the posters out anyway. But yeah, I was able to add a few, which is nice. I have 2 huge boxes here to take back to the store. So this one, and then this whole thing there, it's pretty deep. Those are both going to the store tomorrow. So that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Like I said earlier, we didn't get too many trade-ins, but we got the little e-reader kiosk thing, which is really cool. I actually plugged it in after we filmed that clip of unboxing it, and I didn't know, but the e-reader has its own little menu and everything, and you swipe the cards, and there's like little mini games that you can play, which is kind of cool. So I tested it out. Everything worked. I swiped all 3 cards. I was able to play 2 different mini games. One was like a manhole Game & Watch thing. Then the other one was like some weird little Pokemon mini game where you play as Pichu and the Hoppips are like going up like a balloon, I guess, and you have to run over and try to bring them down and just last as long as you can before one gets away. Probably never going to play them again, but it's cool that it works and everything, of course. So eventually I will try to find a place in the game room to get it set up. We're really like at capacity right now in the game room, at least for anything big like that. And it's just a little kiosk, but anything more than just like standard games right now, there's not much more room. So Eventually we'll move, of course. We're not going to live here forever. And when we do that, hopefully we can get a bigger game room and make room for all this extra stuff we've been getting. So that's going to be it, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to smack the like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys again tomorrow.